This week, not only am I perimenopausal, but I'm perimenopausal and being made redundant. As the work has been disappearing, so has my mental health. Bit of a breakdown moment last week. Hopefully that was a one-off. I know at the weekend I was getting a little bit worked up again. When I was out shopping, it was one of these where you do this, scan the shopping and pack it as you're going around the shop. But then we got to the till, I'd packed it absolutely meticulously. It said do a full scan. Now this lady, bless her, she could see, I think, how worked up I was getting. I mean, God, if Tony hadn't been there, I'd have probably just burst into tears. But I could just look at him in the eyes, and I was okay. It took me a while to gather myself. Testing times, there'll be more than just that. Just things have been getting on top of me more easily. I've not been dealing with things as I had been dealing with things before. I got myself into a real good routine of, after I'd finished eating, I'd clear the kitchen, get everything in the dishwasher, empty the dishwasher as soon as it needed emptying, and the last couple of weeks I'd sort of got out of that. Anyway, on HRT, some things have got better, some things have not got better. Some things have got worse recently, but again, I think that's just because of the impending redundancy situation. So I'm trying to give myself grace. I know not everything's going to go perfectly. I can do what I can. I've got to have the grace to accept the things that I can't change and the courage to change the things that I can.
It seems apt that today is such a gloomy, dismal day on this Tuesday, the 9th of July, the Tuesday of the week that I'm to be made redundant. Redundancy actually happening on my 10th anniversary of joining the company officially. It's not a jubilant period, even though my role has really been redundant for some time. I feel lucky to have hung on for as long as I have. That scared the crap out of me. I've forgotten the alarm again, haven't I? My head this week is not where it should be. I mean, I don't know where it should be, but the last couple of weeks, everything has been a bit odd. And as I say, I feel fortunate in my position that I've held on to my job for as long as I have, and that I'm coming out of it with a decent package. It'll take the pressure off for a while at least. Don't feel like I'm going to be mentally prepared for applying for another job. Certainly not for being interviewed. And in fact, the last time that I was at threat of redundancy was 6 years ago. And that was when my perimenopause symptoms were absolutely undeniable. Couldn't get away from it. There was definitely something going on. And it's when I started adding up all these other symptoms together. I saw this leaf maybe move into the middle of the road, and it didn't move again, so I thought it was definitely a leaf. But as I've got closer, oh! I went to the doctors, but it was a while before anything else happened. The doctor said at 42 I was too young to be going through menopause. Of course, that was only a few years ago, and so much has changed in that time. There's so much more awareness around the symptoms, the time that these symptoms can take place from. So that is good. But I'm in this situation, and although I feel like I'm in a good place, my head has not been.
Here we go again.
Nah.
And so there it is. My last consultation meeting, or last individual consultation meeting, where I was given my termination. It was all a bit weird. Took me to the moment where I watched my dad's coffin disappear behind a curtain as he was being cremated. Very odd to be taken back to that moment. Well, this is it. I'm logging off. 10 years. It's done. That'd have been good. Break it. And the last time I'm using it.
Let's see if we can't just pick ourselves up a little bit now.
No.
I just put on my Happy Songs playlist and Katy Perry Firework came on and I just started crying. Just walking down the road crying. Not full on sobbing, but you know, tears falling. Just took me back to the first time that I heard that song, and it was the first time we ever went to the Alton Towers fireworks display. I was pregnant with Harry, Oliver was just a small boy, and just so much love, so much love. Obviously I was probably pretty hormonal at the time. Probably a bit like now. Yeah. But sometimes I think you really need a Happy Songs playlist and you don't even know it. When you find yourself in a bit of a spot and you can just have some time to yourself, sometimes you can put on a sad song playlist and it brightens your day. Singing it out brightens your day. Other times, a happy song playlist will just bring you out of it. Maybe that's because it reminds you of a particular time of joy. Or maybe it's just because it uplifts you. But yeah, I should remember that more often. And actually, one of the best things that you can do is come out for an early morning walk. Certainly, even though it's past May, and you know, dawn chorus isn't supposed to be as big a thing, it's still marvellous. So much birdsong. Just love it. And that brings you up as well. It's all the different wildlife that you see as well. I'm gonna turn the camera around in case a rabbit shoots across here. No rabbits today, just cows, not crossing the road. I was waiting for a chance, a break in all the sheep noise, the cockerels on that side, and chickens, just to say, wildlife, nature, animals, always uplifting. I remember when I was 11 and had a Pekingese cross with a Chihuahua called Misty. She was Peaky Chow, and she was stunning, absolutely stunning. And I know I only had to take her out for a walk or just spend some time with her, and you know, any mood would be restored. God, I used to love just walking out, in green space with her back then. I wonder if I ever realised that it was green space and a dog that was so good about that particular summer. Came to a nasty answer. We'll not dwell on Misty. I think I need my Happy Songs playlist again. I have a visit from my friend Katie. She's arriving tomorrow and I can't wait to spend some time with her. That's going to be absolutely brilliant, totally good for the soul. She's been my friend since I was about 5 years old, so you know, quite some time. As I say, really looking forward to that. And so, to recap, walking, music, nature, friendship, obviously family. I can see there are good times ahead. See? It works. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and see if you can have any more insights of this perimenopausal mum shared with you. I'm going to be tackling my organisation next, so follow the journey.